press the recording button. How are we doing, everybody? This is another playtest I'm going to be doing today for Cassie Hack. I playtested her last night, and I'm not going to post a playtest because I have fundamentally changed how her deck works since then. So it's not even a relevant playtest really anymore. You know what? It is a relevant playtest because it showed me what didn't work and gave me ideas of how to fix it. So that's what I did. So what she used to do before was she had a setup card that stated that when an enemy was defeated, she could immediately bring it back into play and place a slasher card from her slasher deck on top of it. That is no longer the case. So instead, what she does now is she now has a card called On the Hunt, which she had originally, but it did something different before. And essentially, what that actually no, actually, it does the exact same thing as it did before. It will the encounter discard pile, and grab a minion, put it back into play, and you put a slasher on it. In the old build, there were only 2 of them. Now there are 3 of them, and her alter ego ability has been changed so that she can now search for one. This will help her continuously get more slashers out so that she can keep getting the bonuses on them. Another thing that fundamentally changed is how her slasher ability works with the villain. Before, she used to just be able to attach the slasher cards to the villain. They'd gain temporary, they'd discard. But the issue that I noticed when I play tested last night was you could essentially give her a slasher card or give the villain a slasher card that would increase its attack by 2 or 1 or whatever and give it some temporary hit points. And then you could just flip the alter ego and kind of let that attack boost pass, and then you'd get the bonus on the card. And I didn't like the way how that could be circumvented. So that's been changed. The slasher cards themselves have just had their text clarified. They didn't go through any changes themselves. However, now if you want to attach it to the villain, you spend 1 resource. You'll still get the bonus that happens at the end of that card's life cycle, but this way you're actually paying in order to get what those cards give you. Other things that changed: Vlad got a massive rework. You'll see that when he shows up eventually. Cassie got 1 more thwart added on. She now has text where she gets +1 attack for each slasher in play, because slasher is going to be a little bit more hard to come by. I think that she can do this. This is a pretty safe thing to do. The Kiss of Baseball Bat did not change at all. The only thing that changed with the Kiss of Baseball Bat was the fact that it is now a 2 out of 15 and not a 3 out of 16. Tried and True now removes an additional threat. Cassie's Van did not change. None of her supports changed. Cracking Skulls didn't change. That's the only event that didn't fundamentally change. On the Hunt, again, has 3 copies instead of 2. I don't think it didn't change at all otherwise. Georgia didn't change. The Protector changed a lot. So now the Protector can allow you to play Vlad while paying his resource cost, no matter where he is. Or it will, after he defends against an attack, you heal based off of what his defense is. It's an either or. You can't have them both like any normal card. Tried and True again. Chris and Lisa didn't change. All her supports actually worked well before, and they still work now. Vector again. Well, Vlad was near the top. What we do now does more threat removal, more damage. There's still only one of it in the deck, so it is an extremely strong card if it can properly do its thing. Which it's going to require quite a bit of setup to get it to, have a massive effect on the game. So I think one cost is, at least at the time of this testing, uh, still a viable thing. Vlad. So Vlad no longer thwarts. He attacks and defends. He has 2 defense. You can play defense cards for him. He readies if he defends against a slasher. So he's gotten a complete rework. Actually, well, 90% rework because he had steady and toughness before, and he still has steady and toughness. So we'll call it like a 90% rework. These changes I made, I hope make Cassie viable in other aspects. I've been playtesting her in protection because that's what I had in mind for. Even with the minion killing aspect or the theme that seems to be in her deck, I wanted to build her around defense, which is why Vlad has a defense. He can have defense cards played for him. I think she'll play amazingly in leadership because Voltroning Vlad will probably be a very legit thing to do. She should be able to play fine in aggression if you want to minion seek a bit more. She should play fine in Thwart now that I've increased her Thwart. She doesn't have a lot else to supplement Thwart in here. But she should still be able to play Thwart pretty well. That is the intent with her. I'm gonna pair her with Amaranth. I haven't played Amaranth in a hot minute, and I don't feel like learning a new character right now. I do have a table made right here called Deuce. That is for me to continue playtesting Nomura, but also I want to playtest some of Mistletane's Agents of Atlas. I think on this table I have Uranian. Give that one a go because I know Uranian I think is in a beta state, either beta or alpha. He also recently made, what did he make? Gorilla Man. I'll have to check that one out. Let's see how that one goes. Anyways, I've already mulliganed my hands. That's why you kind of see discard piles already. I've got Crossbones set up here. I playtested against Crossbones last night. I lost barely. Like it was a close loss. I think I had him down to like 10 hit points. Like another turn, maybe 2, I would have had him defeated. I know that, if I remember correctly, Hellcat had 6 points of damage in her hand already. So she was good to go. She was good to do a fuck ton of damage. I think it was about to be a win, but he just schemed out. Make sure everything's shuffled. I know that's all shuffled. This is all shuffled. All right, so we're going to start with Amaranth. Cassie will go second. Because it doesn't benefit either of them to go first anyways. Anywho, let's go ahead and get this off the rip. So, it's rare that I ever think about, excuse me, it's rare that I ever think about playing Cardia's Grip, but here I am playing Cardia's Grip. Actually, I need to be hero form to do that, don't I? Yeah, so let me do my ability first. Choose one of the discard cards and add to my hand. Hello, Scarlet Witch. Then I flip, and then I play the Cardia's Grip. Scarlet Witch might have to stay in my hand for a round. Which is a shame because Soul Separation has nothing to hit. I'm gonna attack for 1. So that's an Energy and Fist, right? I don't have that. I don't have that. That's a shame. That's an under turn. I'm just gonna go ahead and discard that now. Because I don't want that in our hand. Alright. Cassie! I'm gonna do her ability to search for On the Hunt. Add it to her hand. I will then spend 3 to get a helicarrier, spend the helicarrier, and unflappable to get the baseball bats. Now I have these cards in my hand. There's no slashers or no enemies in the discard pile, so on the hunt, you can stick around for now. Let me flip. I might give that a limit. Not having a limit should not affect her too much. It'll just mean she gives herself a ton of enemies at once. But at the same time, that means that you have enemies. So limiting it would kind of, I don't think it'd be terrible to have that at the discretion of the player. Because it's like I can play on the hunts, a ton of on the hunts. But at the cost of putting minions. Actually, you know what? I might need to, because then you play on the hunt, it's gone. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to put a limit on that. I thought I had an idea, but no, it's got to be limited. Anyways, let's flip to hero. Let's use the baseball bat to smack him for 2. I can spend a resource to put a slasher on him and make it 4. Do I do that? Oh, she now has an insert, finally. Tell you how to interact with the slasher deck. Anyways, do I want to put the top slasher on her? On him, I mean, on Crossbones. I think I can afford to do that. Nah, because I kind of want to play that and I want to have this available to me, so I'm not going to. I will attack for 1 and end her turn. And I have a Kraken Skulls. God damn. Okay, okay, game. 1, 2 attacks. Amaranth. Amaranth will take it because it's just 2 damage. Boost. Remove 3 threat from the main scheme. Don't mind if I digitally do. And 2 damage. Attacks Cassie. The threat's been managed. I have the bat to handle enemies. I'll defend for 2. It's not undefended, so suck my asshole. Also don't have a support. Actually, I do have a support. I'll carry. No damage. This. We'll place 1 on the main scheme. And guard. First player. All right. I'm going to exhaust this to defeat the Hydra Bomber. I will on the hunt to get the Hydra Bomber back. It gets a slasher card, so it is sex crazed. One thing I added to this is flavor text that tells you who these killers are. So this is Acid Angel. To draw 1 card for each slasher. I have Rogue, which is really good, because Rogue plus Vlad is excellent. The issues is that A, I don't have Vlad, and B, I would need to heal the shit out of Vlad. So he's got 3 hit points, so I can Kraken Skulls on him. I think what I'll do is I'll use these 2. Actually, no, let's not use this one. Let's use this to get that. Just down here, I will spend road to Kraken Skulls. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. So we're going to deal to the Hydra Bomber to defeat it. It deals damage to a slasher enemy, so I can use Kiss It Baseball Bat. So I'll hit this guy for 2. Sex Crazed happens, I get rid of that. And it's discarded. I still have this. That will end Cassie's turn. Over here. Spend this, or it's not spend it, use it. Drawing soul separations is not worth it. We want to discard those. I have a lot of good cards. I have so many good cards in my hand. Let's get rid of a Witchfire. I'm going to spend 3 on Scarlet Witch. 4, 5. Each hero card is added to my hand, and then my ability gives me this. Or no, my ability gives me a card. This goes to my hand because it goes to my hand for being discarded. So I'm going to grab Spiritual Meditation. Let's play Spiritual Meditation. It's discarded. Mana Absorption. I'll spend 1, 2 to Magic Flight. I should probably keep track of her stats. She is a 2-1-1-3. I've got me P up. And she now has +1 defense, and she has +1 thwart. She will then Scarlet Witch will defeat the Hydra Soldier. And then I will, yeah, I'll remove the last threat from there and end her turn. Fucking hell. Can I stop drawing all the cards that I want to discard from the top of the deck, please? 4. Come to Van. Van is a really good card, especially in Altaria, because it readies me after our basic recovery. And then whenever I get 3 boost icons, I discard this, and I can cancel the boost icons. All right. 1-2 attacks Cassie. I think what we'll do is we will defend for 4. I take no damage. I ready. And I deal 1 damage to the attacking enemy. Attacks Amaranth. Amaranth will take it for 3. Encounter. There's, which player is it? It's a Hydra minion. Excellent. More enemies for the fire. The one revealed doesn't happen. We're going to get another one. We're going to get this guy. Also, Madam Hydra, what are you doing here? I don't play with you in the deck anymore. Because I hate you. I hate your guts. Oh, God. I just got rid of one of these. Here. White Fox, you're garbage. You're garbage who kills for money. I do not want you. Spend White Fox for clear the area. I will spend all of this to... I grabbed the wrong card. Throw conditioning. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 more thwart. Scarlet Witch will defeat the Hydra Bomber. Amaranth will actually think about flipping down and healing, although getting Cassie to get her cards might be the best option. So I will smack him for one, and that will end her turn. Cassie, sorry, Vamp, we're getting this out. I will then use this to get the van. I will then kiss it to the Hydro Bomber. I will flip, use the once per to get, I'm going to call it a once per even though it doesn't say it. Get on the hunt. I'll spend on or use on the hunt to get this and this. So it's +1 scheme, which is a shame because I'm flipped down. And that will end her turn. I'm going to take her to this over here too. 2 and 2 and 3, right? With an attack that will change consistently. That will end her turn. We draw the 6 cards. Now they're on the hunt. Good, I can get more slashers out and play. That'll increase our attack. Tried and true. 1, 2. God damn. I literally went through the deck. I think these are all the cards in the deck that. Oh, let me look. There's no white foxes in here. Do I have 2 copies of Digging Deep? I do. Every single card of hers that would proc from being discarded from the top of the deck has been discarded. Or has been drawn, excuse me. 1, 2. Attack. Scarlet Witch will defend. Scarlet Witch is dead as hell. Oh my god. I almost put her in the discard pile for how dead she was. Schemes for 3. And then 2. So we're on the next phase, which it's impossible to stop that. Or not impossible, but improbable. And this. Crossbones Assault. Surges. Schemes. Oh, I need to reset the scheme. Schemes for 3. First player. I didn't ready her shit. Alright, let's get a copy of On the Hunt. Let's play On the Hunt to get this nerd. Gives him the top. And then I draw one for each slasher. Still no Vlad. It's On the Hunt again. I will then. What do I want? I can only choose from the discard pile. I will take. Oh, yeah, she should have had another encounter. I'll give her an encounter now. Because this guy was defeated off of her. The Flame Soldier. Now, I can't help but notice that. So he's got a 50-50 chance of having just flat out more hit points, which he got flat out more hit points as well. Fantastic. All right. And then I draw 3 cards. I'm going to flip. I have 4 attack. Because I get +1 for each of them. I absolutely just refuse to get Vlad, apparently. I will. I got fucking decisions here. I will spend Preemptive Strike on what we do best. For each slasher, for each enemy with the slasher trait in play, I can choose to do these. So I will deal 2 damage to an enemy. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. I will then spend 1 on Kraken Skulls. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. So let's defeat this guy with his 6 hit points. Remove 3 threat from the main scheme. I should probably make that remove 3 threat from a scheme. Then I get to proc the Kiss It without exhausting it. I will then hit for 4 damage onto this guy. Yeah, this guy. Which will heal 3 damage from a friendly character. I have 2 attack right now. I will then attack the villain for... Ooh, he's got retaliates. What does he need to get rid of this? Energy and mental? I do have a mental. I'd have to get rid of Chris and Lisa, which I think I can afford to do that. This, and let's get rid of the other tried and true. That's all over thwarting. Let's get rid of this. And then I attack for 2. And then I'll kiss it to hit him for, it doesn't matter, 4 damage. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. I'll use this and the protector. Well, the protector will get me Vlad. This and this to get this. I kind of want to keep the protector. And I kind of want to keep endurance. So that will end her turn. Like, I change her to the other counter. And then I just neglected to keep track of her attack. Anyways, that will end her turn. Amaranth. Playing Hellrune would be useless to me. I don't have a minion. Spend 1 on Madness Installment. That's literally all I can do. I will then remove 4 threat off of this. He attacks me. I have to take it because I'm exhausted. He attacks me for 2. I get to take 2. And then this happens. Deals itself damage equal to how much damage it did. So 2 damage to him. And that's going to end her turn. Let's discard Hellrune because she is not useful right now. And negate because that's not useful. Over here to Cassie, who will draw 3. All right, 1/2 attacks Cassie. When an enemy attacks you, I'll use this and spend these 3 for Vlad. Vlad defends for 2. He takes 2 damage. Ouch. Ouch, that was not great. Oh, Vlad, you poor baby. Oh, Vlad, I need a first aid. I should have first aids in this deck. I think I have like 2 or 3 of them in here. Oh, poor baby. Attacks Amaranth. Amaranth is just going to take it. Oh, that is max damage. Oh, that is a painful round. Oh, cool. This is awesome. Everything is awesome when you're part of a team. whatever the words are to that song. I'm in hero form, stunned. And then 1 damage. So Amaranth is flipping down. Yeah, Amaranth has to flip down here. One moment. All right, Amaranth has to flip down. I'm a crest, which is good. Let's spend these 2 on my crest. So +1 for it. So I now have 5 for it. And then when the player deck empties, yep. After the player deck empties, yep. So I have these 2 cards I can't play. I'm not going to remove threat. I'm going to flip down and heal for 3. I'm going to discard the top 2, and then 1 goes in my hand. I'll take the Genius. Use Zone of Silence. When it empties, exhaust this, remove 2 threat from scheme, and search my discard pile for a card and add it to my hand. Now, this is Scarlet Witch. This is usually what you use this for, is to get Scarlet Witch. If you've never played Amaranth, you always get Scarlet Witch. And then this to heal 2 damage from an identity. I will spend 2, 3 for the witch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the only card that goes in my hand. Not in hero form. So I lose this. This goes in my hand. She goes into play. And then this card is discarded. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. Would you look at that? I will spend 1 to get Madness Installment. White Fox will attack for 1. Scarlet Witch will attack for 2. And that actually was a better turn in Alter Ego than it was in hero form. I will end her turn. I was about to say, where's Cassie's hand? It went into Vlad. I don't even have a resource. All right. I will... Vlad just needs to chill out for now. I will kiss it onto the villain. No, let's kiss it onto the Flame Soldier. And then I'll hit the Flame Soldier for 1 more. This way he'll be almost dead by the time I need to kill him. Vlad's gonna chill. And end my turn. So I know in here I have the zombie and I think the digital ghost. Ashley. 6/6. That will, yeah, that's gonna end play phase. Georgia. Look at that booty. Hey, there's a first aid to heal Vlad. Uh, 1/2 attacks Cassie. The machine gun does no damage. Attacks Cassie. Cassie will defend for 5. This is darting. This does not hurt her. Toughness. Cassie readies. Deals 1 damage to the attacking enemy, so knocks the tough off. And then this guy attacks, so Vlad will block. Because Vlad will just do that from now on. He's exhausted. I need to keep him. He wasn't going to attack anyways. Did I didn't resolve the forts or the schemes, so schemes for 2. Kind of doesn't matter. He gets his stuff back. This asshole again. First player, Cassie. I have cards to play. I will helicarrier for first aid onto Vlad. It says something when I'm healing my ally with that, but Vlad is a beast. I kind of need the flip down to get my slasher generation back. So I'm going to attack and defeat this flame soldier real quick. I'm going to flip down, use my ability. Do I have all my on the hunts in here? No, 2 of them are in here. I'm going to grab one from in here because I'll good chance I'm going to get the other one there. So speaking of which, let's actually not do it right now because that'll just be another enemy to thwart. So I'm going to hold on to this. I'm going to exhaust this to heal her for 1. Actually, let's not heal her for 1. Let's give her the stun status. And I probably could have baseball batted before I flip. Before I flip, haha, baseball bat for 2 damage on the guy with the guard in front of me since I can't hit the villain. That'll end her turn. I've got my P up. Will heal for 3. I will discard the top 2 and draw one of them. I can Born of Chaos. Working max absorption. Let's get max absorption. Flip. Just nothing but my cards. Only my cards in board Darcy. Surrounded by Amaranth. Probably not the worst thing in the world. Surrounded by Amaranth. All right. So how many are we doing here? Good. Not bad. Again, Witchfire. I will spend 1 and negate. I will then spend 1, 2 on Witchfire. I will deal 2 damage to the villain to knock this off. I will then discard 2 to deal 2 damage to this guy. He is defeated, and he gets no when defeated effect. One of those 2 cards I just discarded should be in my hand, so let's get the... no, let's get Abjurate. I will spend 2 to Abjurate. So that will remove 2 threat. I'll discard the top 2 to remove 2 threats. I'll take the energy, get rid of this, because I'd like to have this. He does not have the Retaliate anymore, so Scarlet Witch and White Fox will attack. And that will end Amaranth's turn. She gets 1, 2, 3, 4. This, she gets 5 cards. This was the last one. She gets 4 cards. Hey, she can heal Vlad again. 1, 2. Schemes for just 2. Attacks, machine gun, 2 damage. Attacks, regular, base 2. White Fox blocks. for 3. Goodbye, Fox. This. Ooh, this will be fun and sexy because it is purgatory. Look at that. Look at Jackie. Jackie. Bomb Queen. Don't look too much at Bomb Queen. But look at her. Bomb Queen. The zombie tramp. Just get shuffled in. There's purgatory. And this, oh my god, it's not sideways. That's right, because I just re-uploaded the image because I tweaked it. Place one in this game for each slasher in play. There are currently no slashers. When a slasher upgrade is discarded, cancel the interrupt. So I have to get rid of this before I can start getting slashers back out. Hero form. The villain attacks and it surges because he has weapon. First off, machine gun, 2 damage. By Bomb Queen. Attacks for a base of 2. Scarlet Witch blocks. Rude. And then it surges because he is in hero. Zombie Tramp. Attacks a friendly character. If that character is not defeated, stun that character and another minion. That happens because Zombie Tramp is actually a good guy. She's just a raging bitch. That's the best way to describe her. It really is. She's such a shithead. Spend these for Zone of Silence. 2, 3, 4 off of this. I will take this in my hand. These 2 get discarded, and this gets discarded, but it removes 2 threat from a scheme. Don't have any Wind Defeateds out here. I will spend this, clear the area, to draw a card. Good. Now I have 5 threat removal and nothing to remove threat from. I will attack for 1 onto Zombie Tramp. So keeping Purgatory out for a while is not an awful decision. Because if she's in the discard pile, when On the Hunt resolves, she has to be chosen for it. Speaking of which, Cassie, let's grab On the Hunt. On the Hunt. All right. Let's get this party started. On the Hunt. For this guy. Oops. This guy. He is a digital ghost. Diabolic. It's +1 hit point. It's +1 to everything, essentially. I will... Oh, then I draw a card. I will On the Hunt. Grab this guy. He's going to be a zombie. The rabbit. And I draw 2 cards. I will On the Hunt to grab this guy. This is a target-rich environment. Three. All right. I am teeming with enemies. Oh, also, he gets this. He's a religious zealot. I will flip. My attack is 4. I'm going to defeat Purgatory. It's going to be a hot minute before I start getting slashers back out. I will then... So he's got 3 hit points. He's got 5 hit points, and he's got 6 hit points. I wish I had cracking skulls in my hand. I wish I had an attack in my hand. Vlad will attack. So this was 3, this was 5, and this was 6. So let's have Vlad attack and defeat the digital ghost, who gets to stun or confuse an enemy. So we're going to have him stun Crossbones. Also got to do this because he did 5 damage in one attack. That would have been 5 damage back at him. Forgot to do that. Speaking of which, let's get rid of this. What is this? Mental and Fist. Don't need 2 first aids in my hand right now. And I don't need the downtime because I already have, or when I do draw Chris and Lisa, I'll have 2 from that. I will, speaking of which, spend 2 to defense and conditioning. Get rid of this because that's what I spent it for. Now I have 3 attack. I will use this to hit for 4 on this. He's got 1 hit point, or no, he's got 2 hit points left. Defense, these are all pure defense in my hand. So there isn't even anything I can do right now. I have 6 cards in my hand. 6 cards, like I really, there's no reason for me to play them right now. Ooh, okay. And then I have this bitch. Still in play. Also probably could have given her a mystic trait. Yeah, that ends her turn. I'm gonna discard 1 of each of these. I'm gonna keep first aid and the strength though. Good, and on the hunt. Ready. Do I keep 1 of these? I'm gonna get rid of this. Oh, gonna help me play Hollow Room. All right, 1, 2. Still hasn't gone through his damn deck. All right. Attacks Amaranth is stunned. Attacks Cassie. Machine gun first for 2 damage. Machine gun gone. Oh yeah, she attacks though for 2. I guess I'd just take it and not defeated, so stun that character and stun another minion. Well, let's stun one of these. None of these has more attack, huh? Oh, this one has more attack. 2 attack. Stun this one. So attacks Cassie. I might need. I'm gonna need Vlad's help to help me kill these minions. So I'll just take this for 3 damage. And I'll take the 1 damage from this, and this guy's stunned. Encounter, Insight 1, and we discard until we get a weapon attachment. I am not sure. Yeah, there's no weapons. There's the R button. So whiffs, we can excel. This villain schemes for 2. Yes. Sight, now we definitely will get a weapon. Well, shit. Means if I want to get another slasher out there, Purgatory has to be the slasher. Rude. Over here. Should I just go ahead and rip the band-aid off and get her out now so I can draw 3 cards? I think so. He's on the hunt. I get Purgatory. She gets a slasher, which means she's going to get a ton of health. She has a souled soul, so her hit points are 8. She gets 2 from this, and then 2 for each upgrade and attachment on her. Alright. I get to draw 3 cards. Rogue. 2. Like, I'm not going to. I can hold on to on the hunt. Speaking of which, my attack is 4. Get rid of Repost and get rid of Tried and True for Rogue. Rogue will smack. Yeah, she will smack me. And now she has my attack and thwart. So she has 6 attack and 4 thwart. She's going to attack. Purgatory for 6 damage. I will. Let's just go 5. I'll kiss it to the Zealot. The Zealot is 3 threat move. Yeah, 3 threat from Marine. I will attack for 3 with Vlad onto her. So she is defeated. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. Let's smack this guy for 3. He's still alive and well. I will. Also, my attack is this now. I will spend Helicarrier to first aid Vlad. I will flip down, heal for 3. I will search for On the Hunt. Add it to my hand. I will use Georgia Peaches to heal myself for 1. Let's remove the. Oh, okay, I can discard a stat card from anybody. There. I'll use Cassie's Van to ready, and I'll heal for 3. And I could get Purgatory back, but she'd be scheming for 2 plus whatever this card gives her. So I think I'll actually hold off on that until next round. I keep forgetting about Flow Like Water. I haven't really done a lot of defense events yet. I flipped down and up so much with her that I really haven't had a chance to do that. Anyways, that's going to end her turn. Amaranth. Don't have damage in my hand. 2. What do I have? 5. Ooh, do I have an ally left? So Scarlet Witch is in here. Jennifer's in here. I have White Fox. No, White Fox is in here. I think that's all the allies. I don't think I have any other allies. So having her burn through my deck for no reason doesn't make a lot of sense to me right now. I can one way or another. It's one way or another. Get a side scheme. Let's get Legions of Hydra. Let's get 7 on it. She draws 3. She'll spiritually meditate to draw 2, discard 1. Let's get rid of... So I finish resolving this, I believe, and then I do this. So let's get rid of negate. And then this to remove 2 threat from the scheme. From the main scheme, exactly. And then I get Scarlet. Because if you're not getting Scarlet, you a sucker. Magic Flight to heal 2 damage from an identity. I will spiritually meditate. Discard negate. I will spend 1 on clear the area. Onto this. Draw me 1. I will spend 2, 3 on Scarlet Witch. 3, 4, 5. This goes in my hand. 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 Get rid of this. I will spend 2 for an abjuration. 2, 1, 2, 3. Flip them. I will take Witchfire. This goes into play. This is discarded. 1, 2, 3. I will then... Amaranth is fun. I like breaking the game. Let's have Scarlet Witch thwart for 2 off of this to get rid of it. Zone of Silence isn't going to do shit. Abjurate isn't going to do shit. I can Hellrune. I can spend all 4 of these to Hellrune. Or I can spend these to Witch's Fire. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. I kind of need to get Zombie Tramp out of here. And then 3, right? Top 3. Let's just do the top 2. To defeat Zombie Tramp, I will spiritually meditate. I will discard... I don't need 2 abjurations. I don't need 2 a lot of these things. Spend 2 for Witch's Fire to deal 2 damage. She's got 5, right? 5, deal 2 damage here. And this is an interrupt. Shuffle an ally in a discard pile into its owner's deck. She does not have an ally in here, I don't think. And she has Jennifer Kale. So let's shuffle Jennifer back in. Oh, then the 3 discard. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Do I mana absorb an enemy that I kind of want to smack? Yes. 2. Spend these 2 to mana absorb the villain. His attack and thwart is 3. 3. Take this in my hand. He is stunned and confused. It's gone, but it removes 2 threats from a scheme, which there's no threat. Now I have to clear the area for no reason. I have 5 thwart for nothing to thwart from. I will attack for 1. And end her turn. That was a long fucking turn. 2, 3, 4. This 3. All right. 1, 2, 3. Confused. Stunned. Encounter encounter. Quick strikes me, but no misses because I'm an alter ego. I am in hero. The villain attacks with a base of 2. I forgot to do anything with Scarlet Witch. I'm going to defend for 2. So 3 damage. So I take 1. And then I'm going to proc Madness Installment because that was 3 damage to deal 3 damage back to him. First player. I've already almost decked out. Skill Investigator. One way or another. I kind of have to get Crossbones Assault, right? That's the only thing left. Yeah. Draw 3. I will... I mean, Spiritual Meditation still happens. So Spiritual Meditate. 1. Interrupt. I will get a Witchfire into my hand. And I remove 2 threat from the main scheme. Shuffle this. Draw 1. Discard 1 still. I feel like I'm forgetting. Oh, this. Deal 2 damage from an identity. Me. Lag. Oh, good. I have a fucking Soul Separation in my hand. Scarlet. Will advance us. White Fox will remove 1. I will. I have 2 spells, so let's spend 3 on Jennifer Gale. She currently has 2 thwart, so 2 spells. She will remove 2 threat off of this and take a damage. I will then spend 1 to clear the area. I get activated against. So attacked 2 from the machine gun. And then attacked for a base of 3. I might actually get killed. For 4 damage. I will be flipping down at the end of this. I get to draw 2 cards. Spiritual Meditation. Let's get rid of... Let's get rid of an Abjuration. Let's spend an Abjurate to clear the area off of main. Remove last threat. Get Born of Chaos. This will be a good card, but I don't need it right now. Making Witches Fire me. What do I have here? Energy Fist. Let's spend both of these. Get rid of this. Flip down. Use my ability. And I'll take this into my hand, discard this, and that will end her turn. It's still possible she dies. Because he's got that card that deals damage to alter egos. It confuses and then damages them. Like we can Georgia Peaches her for 1. That'll keep her alive. So now she needs 2 of them for that to happen. Also, she decked out, right? So she needs one of these. Okay, Cassie. Let's get it on the hunt. I don't think I have one in here. It's in my deck. Get on the hunt. I will flip. I will on the hunt, which means I have to get Purgatory. It's okay. I like looking at Purgatory. Purgatory is now sex crazed, which sounds about right. She now has 7 hit points. Purgatory is another character I've been thinking about making a hero for. Between her and Mercy Sparks, I don't know which one I'd rather do. I need to finish M and Red Sonja before I get started on either of those. I'm leaning towards Purgatory because Purgatory is a bit more of a known commodity. I draw a card. I will on the hunt. Any basic bitches in here? Yes, you. He is a possessed toy. Or he's possessing a toy. This gets shuffled. I draw 2. We're going to on the hunt to get. Let's have another 2 hit pointer again. Yes, this guy right here. And he is a digital ghost. All right, so I have 7 here. I have 3 here. And 3 here. So the 3s can get insta-killed by the bat, which is what we're going to do. We're going to insta-kill one of these. Which one do I want? Stunner Confuse, Stunner Confuse. Oh, my attack is at 4. A decision. So these each have 3. So actually Vlad can kill one of them himself. Let me attack Purgatory first for 4 damage. And then Vlad will attack her for 3. Knock the sex crazed off. Knock her out. This will be a minute before I get slashers back in the game anyways. And this will whiff though. Actually, I might have wanted to keep her alive. She's sex crazed, so she doesn't have plus. Yeah, let's keep her alive. With the 4 damage on her. And the 7 hit points. Let's have Vlad just kill this guy. Which will heal 3 damage from a friendly character. 3 there. Which knocks my attack down. I'm going to kiss it onto this guy right here for 4 damage. Stunner Confuse an enemy. So we will stun Crossbones. Yeah, we'll stun Crossbones. I could put Vampirella out. I could put Unflappable out. I will put Unflappable out. There's no threat out. We're doing a really good job now with threat mitigation here. I kind of want to keep first aid. I kind of want to keep desperate defense. Do I spend all this to Vampirella? I've defeated 2 minions this round, so she costs 2. So let's spend these 2 to get Vampirella. Vampirella. Vamp. Rogue will deal me a damage to take my Thwarton attack. And she's now at 4/4. So she will attack the villain. Do I attack the villain or do I just knock out this Jet Trooper? I think I knock out the Jet Trooper. I will spend 1 to first aid Rogue. Vampirella will. I don't know why I'm grabbing this. 2 damage here. That will end her turn. All right, I am liking so far. I'm liking my new version of Cassie Hack a lot more than the old one. She's got maybe too much card draw. I say playing her alongside Amaranth, but she's up there. 1, 2, 3. I've only gone through the deck once. I have only gone through the deck once. All right. Schemes for 4. Attacks, stunned, purgatory, attacks for 2. Vlad will defend and get a perfect block on that. Encounter and encounter. All right, now I have a reason to defeat purgatory. I'm an alter ego, so this surges. Discard an upgrade or support I control. Goodbye to this. Each Hydra minion attacks. Each player not attacked gets a Hydra minion. This little nerd. This little nerd. First player. Hey, Chris and Lisa. I finally have need to play this. 2 for Chris and Lisa. She's going to call for an action to use Georgia Peaches to heal 1 off of her identity. So Cassie's just got 1 on her. Cassie will... Oh, I need to get rid of the stunned. Attack and defeat this guy. Rogue will steal from me for 4 damage onto the Sex Crazed. Purgatory. Most appropriate name out here. So that is discarding this. Also, she's got a damage on her. I forgot about that. Nothing but defense in my hand. I can spend a resource to make a temporary villain or slasher right there, which I think I'm going to do. Spend a resource to make him a zombie. So that's actually the best case scenario because all he's doing is getting 3 hit points. So that gets me back up on attack, which means I can kiss it on him for 4 damage. And Vamp will attack him for 2. Helicarrier available for Amaranth. Amaranth will heal for 3. Flip. I didn't even notice this guy was out. I forgot about him. Let's use the Helicarrier and Digging Deep for Witchfire to deal 2 damage to this guy. Discard the top 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's deal 3 here. I will take in Darcy. I will Spiritual Meditate. Get rid of... Let's go to Negate. I will spend 2 to Mana Absorb. His attack and fort is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I get 1 of them back. I'm actually going to grab this. That stuns and confuses. I will spend Mana Absorption to Zone of Silence. 1, 2, 3, 4. to remove 4 off of main. I get this in my hand. I get this in my hand off of my ability. I'm going to discard Hell Rune, and this gets discarded and removes 2 threat off of main. From a scheme, excuse me, just an A scheme. I will then spend 1 to Digging Deep for something that will come up later. We will smack him for 1. I don't have any spells in my. I have 1 spell in my hand, so actually Jennifer will just sit back and relax. I have, you know what? Scarlet Witch is going to attack for 2 because I'm almost decked out. I want to get her in the discard pile. So smack for 2, and that will end turn 1, 2. This to get me Scarlet Witch. Move 2 threat off of main and draw another card. Exhaust this. Heal 2 damage from my identity. Actually, I have chump blockers. Let's heal 2 from her. Ready. Draw 4. Over here. 1, 2, 3. Attacks. Stunned. Attacks. White Fox will chump. 4. 3 damage. And we're going to drop Madness Installment to deal him 3 damage. And then I have to discard 3. And oh no, oh shucks, I get a fucking spiritual meditation. This and this. Enemy armor. This has 5 damage I can take. This disappears. It gets a ally. She has no discard pile, so is there an ally here? No, because I only have 2 allies in this deck. I think I only have 2. Because it's, or 3, because it's, yeah, it's a Vamp, Rogue, and Vlad. Alright. I have a Protector. Which is when he defends against enemy attack, heal 1 damage from a friendly character equal to his defense on that. However, I do have a lot of Kraken Skulls. But I do have this guard asshole in the way. Also, my attack's only 1. I might flip just to get. Yeah, I'm gonna flip just so I can start getting my on the hunts again. Getting on the hunt. I'm gonna save it for next round though, because I want to have a nice big turn. I'm going to. Actually, before I flip, let me. This isn't my hand yet. I spend 1 for a Kraken Skulls for 3 damage. And then exhaust, use this ability without exhaustion. So defeat him. I get this. And then I will spend 1 on Kraken Skulls again to 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's right. I don't actually resolve that. So he gets his 3 hit points back. I have to do it to him again. And now I defeat him and get that. I still flip. I'm sitting on a good chunk of damage, but I don't want to. I want to keep Vamp around for chump block. I want to keep her to get mine. So we're going to use Georgia Peach to heal me for 1. Or actually, I do have the van. I don't have to use Georgia Peach for that. Use Georgia Peach to heal her for 1. And I'll recover for 3. And ready myself. Could have also kissed it before I flipped down for 2 damage. End turn. Now let's look at the top card. What's this? Oh, that's actually good. Over here, Spiritual Meditate. Get rid of Madness or Mana Absorption. 2. Get rid of Digging Deep. 1, 2, 3 for the Witch. Game lag, thank you. 2, 3, 4, 5. I get this in my hand. I will take this in my hand. Homeborn of Chaos. Discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. 1, 2, 3. Reduce the cost of the next card to play this turn by the number of boost icons discarded. 2, 3. And then we discard the top 3. 2, 3. We'll take this. And then this removes 2 threat from the scheme. So next card I play this turn is reduced by 3. Let's spend nothing to Witch's Fire for 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. I guess I'll take this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 2 Abjurates and nothing to hit them with. He still hasn't attacked me. Oh, that's right. I forgot to resolve one of these. At this juncture in the game, it kind of doesn't fucking matter, does it? Scarlet Witch will attack for 2. Jennifer Kale will... I didn't realize that we'd be defeating him. So I probably should just attack with one of these guys. And just end it there at an hour and a half. Alright. That ends that. I'm just going to say I attacked on my turn. Cassie. A lot better now. Maybe too strong. I need to add the text on here that says limit once per turn, so that I don't have 3 on the hunts. Drawing me 6 cards, because you get 1 for each slasher in play. So on the hunt probably needs to... I think 2 things I could do to ground her a little bit. Once per turn on this. Alter Ego action on this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold off on the Alter Ego action on this for now and just do the once per turn on this. And, well, actually, because I was still already playing this as once per turn. So maybe I do just make On the Hunt and Alter Ego action. Yeah, that might be the best option. That might be the best option. Another option is only have 2 on the hunts, but I don't want to go there yet. I might make On the Hunt Alter Ego. And then honestly, I think once I do that, she is ready to finally get a page a month and a half after I made her. Because she just wasn't playing well. I still haven't watched Bubblegum's fucking video. Anyways. Let me look at her cards real quick. Again, her 3 supports, no notes. I might need to make Cassie's Van 2 cost. But this is fine. This is fine. They all work. I think playing under protection with Rogue is awesome. I think Rogue in general is just fucking awesome. But playing her with Rogue where she can have this variable attack really helps out Rogue. Like a 6 attack Rogue is awesome. Um, anyways, that's a aspect card. Her slashers are better now. These cards are better with the slight changes I made to them. I condensed the text on top. I didn't change the abilities on them, but having them cost 1 to attach is good, I think. This Kraken Skulls is good. Protector. I didn't use Protector a single time this game. Actually, no, I did use Protector because I used it to put Vlad into play. I didn't use it for the response. He didn't actually defend a lot. He defended a couple attacks from minions. He also defended against the villain attack, which almost fucking killed him. I think this deck is probably best in either protection or leadership. Which is weird because I would not call Cassie Hack a fucking leader. I wouldn't call her a follower. She's too much of a fucking rebel character to kind of be into anything thematically. Vlad, I like Vlad a lot more now. Vlad works amazingly now, in my opinion. I forgot to give him toughness when he came out, but that kind of didn't matter. The 3 supports, again, I'm gonna add 1 to Cassie's van for its cost, but they all work excellently. Kiss It is great. I can probably nerf the damage by 1, because when I made this initially, the cards were adding a lot more hit points. Like the zombie, for starters, which is the highest hit point giver, which is 3, used to give 7 hit points. So a straight up nerf to Kiss It, just do like 1 additional damage, is probably fine. I might want to play test this further because Crossbones has some weak allies. But then again, at the same time, if you're playing a deck with a lot of minions in it, I might not change it at all now that I think about it, because if you go against a deck that doesn't have a lot of minions, like no minions or very few, or only extremely strong minions, you're probably not going to want to put Slasher out too many times. You're probably just going to put Slasher on the villain, in which case Kiss It probably needs to stay strong so that she has some damage output. Like Kraken Skulls is good damage because it's 1 cost for 3 damage. But then if you resolve Kiss It, it is 7 damage against the Slasher. So I think I am going to bump this or drop this by 1. So this right here needs all 3 go. This needs to reduce its damage by 1. This needs to increase its cost by 1. I think Kraken Skulls is fine. It is a strong attack against non-slashers. It is extremely strong against slashers. That's the intent. I don't think I need to tweak this any further. It's possible down the line maybe drop 1 damage from it, but I don't think I need to if I'm going to drop this. Or maybe I do drop this to 1-2. No, I don't think so, because I would still need damage to non-slashers. So actually, I think this is fine. This drops by 1. Protector. I think Protector's good. I just didn't really get a chance to use it for its other purpose. I don't think it needs to be touched, though. Tried and true, I didn't use it at all because Amaranth is awesome at removing threats, so I don't have any thoughts on that right now. What we do best, I actually used it this time. And I liked how it played with the extra damage and threat removal. I didn't use the threat removal, but the extra damage was great. I had 3 slashers in play. So I did 6 damage among the slashers. Excellent. I think it worked really well. Um, that's where I stand with Cassie right now. I think she's in a lot better state right now. I need to make the tweaks to her alter ego ability. Um, her hero side is perfectly fine. That's yeah. That was a good session for her. I think she's in a lot healthier spot now. Amaranth, no notes. You break the game, and I love it. I just fucking I really do love playing Amaranth. Um, all right. Well, that being said, that was an hour and a half long stream. Um, so take care of yourself. Oh wait, hold on, wait. That's not how I end this. Have a good morning slash day slash night wherever you may be. Take care of yourself because the world is a dangerous place. Um, if you're watching this, the video on YouTube is the last part. I'm out of my mind right now. If you want to check out more streams like this, you can check me out at twitch.tv/theactualjackson. If you're watching this video on YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps the channel out. With that being said, take it easy. Ciao. Losing my mind.